I want to talk about a very specific reading experience. Not just books that disappointed me. Not books with bad writing or characters I couldn't connect with. I'm talking about books that made me angry on purpose, where the author knew exactly what they were doing. And what they were doing was pressing on something real. And I read every single page anyway.
Slow, turn the page, find your peace in this space, honey and prose. Welcome home.
Hey Book Nook crew, welcome back to Honey and Prose, where we talk about stories, softness, and the emotional experience of reading. Today, I am starting a two-part series on 10 books that made me genuinely frustrated, upset, or deeply unsettled, and that I loved for exactly that reason. We're doing 5 today and 5 the next time, and I'm ending the whole thing with the darkest one, so pace yourself. Let's start with what I'm calling The Anger is a Word. The first book, Allegedly, by Tiffany D. Jackson. This book is about a 14-year-old girl named Mary B. Addison, who has been sitting in juvenile detention since she was 9 years old, convicted of unaliving a baby. That's the setup, and Tiffany D. Jackson builds the entire book around one question: what actually happened? What makes you angry here isn't Mary B., it's the machine. It's how fast everyone around a 9-year-old black child moved to a conclusion. It's how little room there was in that system for anything complicated, anything uncertain, anything that required people to slow down and ask better questions. And then you get into the end of this book, and I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I will tell you that the twist doesn't release the anger, it redirects it. You finish this book still angry, just at different things than when you started. Next is Fast by Millie Belizaire. Before I get into this one, I want to be direct. This book carries trigger warnings for child SA, assault, and mental health content. Please know what you are walking into before you pick it up. The title itself is doing something. Fast. That word some people use about girls, usually to explain away what a grown adult did to them. That's what this book is about. Caprice Lattimore is 8 years old when we meet her, and Millie Belizaire follows her across 20 years of her life. 3 acts, 3 versions of Caprice. The anger in this book is not really at any one character, though you will have feelings about several of them. It is at the pattern, at how easy it is for everyone around a child to look the other way and reach for a word instead of reckoning, at how a little girl can get a label before she gets any justice. It's a hard read. It is also one of the more specific and precise books I've encountered on this subject, and it earns every difficult page. Next, Such a Fun Age by Kiley, Reid. Okay, Alex Chamberlain. You know this woman. She is progressive, she is well-intentioned, she has all the right opinions, and she is absolutely certain that her intents count for more than her impact. Kiley Reid writes her with a kind of precision that is almost painful, because Alex is never a villain. She is never evil. She just keeps centering herself in situations that are not about her. And she does it with such sincerity that she cannot even see it happening. There's one scene, and I won't spoil it, where Alex does something that she genuinely believes is generous and meaningful and good, and it is so deeply specifically wrong that I had to put the book down. Not because Reid did something bad, but because she did something so accurate that it was uncomfortable. The anger in this book is at a type, and the type is recognizable. The next book is A Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. Elena Richardson is different from Alex Chamberlain, but she belongs in the same conversation. Where Alex is oblivious, Elena is certain. She has built a very specific life according to a very specific set of rules. And the rules have worked. And she has taken that as proof that she is right. Celeste Ng doesn't let you hate her cleanly. You understand why Elena is the way she is. Her background, her fears, the thing she is most afraid of losing, it all makes sense. That's what makes the anger more complicated, not less. These two books belong together because they both put you in a room with a woman who is causing real harm from inside genuine belief. That specific combination is its own kind of literary discomfort. And then there's Luster by Raven Leilani. Luster is where this series starts to shift. Edie is making every wrong decision. You can see them coming. She can see them coming. She makes them anyway. Raven Leilani writes her choices with such specificity. And this is the thing about this book. The self-defeating behavior is not random. It is not just Edie being frustrating. It is a portrait of what it looks like when someone has been failed enough times that they have stopped expecting anything to go differently. Every bad choice that Edie makes is completely legible if you pay attention to her history. By the end of this book, the anger I started with had turned into something I'm not sure I have a clean word for. Not forgiveness, more like recognition. That's the shift. Anger moving into something else is what part 2 is entirely about. 5 more books, and the last one I'm saving last on purpose. Part 2 drops on Wednesday. I will see you there. Sip something warm, pick up something good, and I will see you in the next chapter.
Sweet like honey, let it flow. Every line got a